Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another video. It's your boy Hollywood Cohen. I'm here with my boy D2Mean, and we got some big stuff coming up this weekend, right? We got the Money in the Bank pay-per-view 2023, baby.
Woohoo!
So, in the spirit of Money in the Bank, me and D2 thought that, hell, why don't we hop on here and give the people our predictions for the Money in the Bank card. So, yeah, let's just dig right into it, man. I got the match card pulled up right here, as do you. So, I'm going to start here at the beginning of my match card with Gunther versus Matt Riddle for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Who do you think's going to win that one, my boy?
Gunther, man. I mean, is that even a question?
Is that even a question? You don't have faith in the original bro?
Absolutely not. I mean, you know, I like Matt Riddle. Cool dude, I guess. You know, his little pothead gimmick doesn't seem like the, you know, I don't see the little pothead gimmick taking off to where he's going to be winning any major titles. I know the IC title hadn't been treated like the biggest deal in the past, but it seems like a pretty big deal with Gunther holding on to it.
Yeah, Gunther has definitely restored a lot of credibility to it.
And you know right now, WWE's just obsessed with these records, man. He's going to hold that belt until he breaks that record.
True.
The honky tonk man, that's who holds the record, right?
Yep.
So you know he's gonna hold on to it until he breaks that record, and then I don't know who's gonna beat him, but it ain't gonna be Matt Riddle, I'll tell you that.
Bro, he needs his best friend Randy to come help him. Yeah, get well soon, Randy. We hope to see you back in the ring.
Hey, I have heard rumors that maybe Randy's returning at Money in the Bank.
Oh, really?
Could that be to like come turn heel on Matt Riddle? I don't see why you'd bring him back to turn him heel instantly, but you could. But
yeah,
I mean, we could see a program with him and Matt Riddle. We could see a program with him and Cody Rhodes.
Ooh,
I definitely want to see the Cody Rhodes one, man. But God, do I wish it was just like over the title, the WWE title, you know?
For real, the title that he won at WrestleMania when he dethroned Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that title.
In some other timeline, which is the best timeline, that's what happened.
I mean,
jeez.
I hear you. Sounds like a better timeline.
Most definitely. But I agree with you. My pick is Gunther as well. It's for the same reasons. He's going to break the Honky Tonk Man's record, and it's not going to be Matt Riddle. And if Randy Orton were to come back, I could see, Imperium beating down Matt Riddle after the match. And then Randy's music hits, and Randy comes out to clear house and help save Matt Riddle. Matt's all happy, the crowd's popping hard, and then boom, RKO on fucking Riddle.
Yeah, I can see a scenario like that happening.
That would be very WWE-ish right there. And honestly, I wouldn't even be mad at it because I'd be just happy to see Randy Orton back and not having to retire from this back injury.
Get this man back on the show. Anyways, that's an easy match to talk about, man. We don't need to go into too much more detail. Like, we already know who wins. It would be an absolute shock if Gunther lost, and even more so if he lost to Matt Riddle.
I would be very shocked as well. All right, so moving on to the next match on the list, which is another easy call, probably. The Women's Tag Team Championship match with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defending against the former champs who never lost their titles, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And just for that caveat of the fact that they never lost their titles, they had to relinquish them because of Liv's shoulder injury a couple months ago. I think that adds a little element of maybe they could be the ones to beat the MMA 2 out of the 4 horsewomen. But I'm going to just go ahead and predict Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler winning.
Yeah, Ronda Shayna next match.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd book him in like a 30-minute match because I need more Liv Morgan on my TV screen, please. But and Raquel Rodriguez. But yeah, it's
I just don't see them winning. Like I don't see them having a chance. Why have them win the titles? You could have just had those NXT girls hold on to them.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. I see Ronda, Shayna holding on to the titles for quite a while.
Would have loved to have seen Alba Fire and Isla Dawn be the ones to unify the titles for sure. I feel like they are just underappreciated, man. They're very good workers, but I know Ronda and Shayna has the name value.
That was my first time seeing either of them, and I already could tell that they were the better tag team. I mean, it was easy to spot.
Yeah, and you know, that's no hate to Ronda or Shayna. I mean, I get it. Wrestling's fucking hard. Wrestling school kicked my fucking ass. I wrestled with a dislocated rib. That shit fucking sucks.
I'm not hating on them for being bad wrestlers. The other two girls were
They're just
much
more
better.
entertaining. I like their characters too, man. You know, they have the dark esoteric shit going on. But yeah, and you know, like I kind of like don't understand why they're pitting Liv and Raquel against Ronda and Shayna right now, because I feel like Liv and Raquel should be the ones to beat Ronda and Shayna, because like WWE's doing a horrible job of like establishing tag teams in the women's tag team division. So that's your top
I think that's why they unified the titles for sure. I mean,
it would like you got so much fucking TV time. It wouldn't be that hard to write better, but
it wouldn't. But you're asking a lot of the company that
we're pretty sure Vince McMahon is running again, because it's gone downhill since he's come back.
Pretty much. All right, let's move on though.
Moving on to the next match. Yeah, actually, man, damn, you know, I guess, you know, Money in the Bank, I always forget the two ladder matches take up a lot of space, so a lot of the matches are big. The next match on the card is the Bloodline Civil War. In the words of Vince McMahon, you got the Bloodline.
I like it.
Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman versus the Usos. So, this one's a little harder to predict. I could see Solo Sikoa being the one to take the pin to give the Usos a win, but considering that Solo Sikoa, I think, has only lost one match on the main roster and Roman hasn't lost a match in 3 years, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the heels.
Man, you know, I really have no idea who's going to win this match, but the way I want to see it work out is I want to see Roman Reigns eat the pin in a tag match. Just pin this guy already. It's not in a singles match, you know, like it's not like this is the greatest tag team of all time.
And I'm assuming
then Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Just pin the guy. He's not the greatest tag team wrestler. He's a singles wrestler. Let this man get pinned. Let that further the story of him and his downward spiral. I just think, like, at this point, I honestly thought it would have been great to have him be the one to get pinned against Sammy and Kevin. But, you know, that didn't happen, so I kind of doubt it happens here. But just for the sake of... I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Usos here. I'm gonna say they win. Don't know how they do it, but I'm going to just say that they do it by pinning Roman Reigns.
Hell yeah, I would love to see that. And you know, I totally forgot about that Sammy and KO match against Solo and Roman. So that's 2 losses for Solo, because Solo ate a loss to Cody Rhodes heading into WrestleMania.
Oh, and who else did you just say he lost to? Because that's the match I was thinking of, was to Cody.
Cody, and then Solo ate the pin for Kevin and Sammy.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, they're protected. They're super protected. But I really hope your prediction comes true, because I'm pretty sure we're probably going to see like a triple threat, Jimmy and Jay versus Roman at SummerSlam. That'd be the logical choice for the title.
I would actually be interested in that. I was trying to think of, like, what do you do at SummerSlam with this guy? Like, how do you make a match that is intriguing? I mean, really, at this point, like, I just don't even know who he faces, how you make it believable that he could actually lose. I mean, he's not going to lose to either of the Usos at SummerSlam either, but I mean, it would be an interesting match. I'd be all for it. I'd like to see it. I mean, go ahead and book that shit right now.
Me too. I really hope it happens.
Or make it a fatal 4-way. Throw in Solo as well.
Ooh. go ahead and have him turn on Roman, have Roman like freak out on him after this match at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, like have a moment where Solo tries to pin him to take the title, and then that's just more to fucking keep adding to the story, because you obviously trying to drag this story out for, probably all the way till WrestleMania.
Hell yeah. Have just the real true bloodline collapse Civil War. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, those are our picks for that match right there. Moving on, we've got the final non-ladder match. Oh no! Excuse me. Never mind. Next match.
I have one request.
What's that?
I was gonna say let's just do the Seth versus Finn match last, but actually I don't care. Let's just go ahead.
No, we can do it last. All right.
Okay.
Next up, we got Cody Rhodes versus the son of a deadbeat father, Dominic Mysterio, with Rhea Ripley at ringside. Who you got right here, D2?
I would say if you're a betting man, if you actually want to put money on a WWE match, Dominic Mysterio is probably a pretty damn big underdog, and he is almost guaranteed to win this match.
Let me get
so
that.
Go ahead and bet the house on it.
The
because
crowd agrees.
Dominic Mysterio is 100% walking out of this match as the victor after Brock Lesnar. Well, actually, there's two ways it could go. Brock Lesnar's coming down. He's going to fuck Cody up. And Dominic's going to take advantage of it to get the sneaky little weasel win. Or he's going to come down and just fuck Cody up, and then Cody's going to win by disqualification. So that's the only way I see this match going. I mean, literally is the only way I see this match going. There's no way they're just going to have a nice, clean fight where Cody beats Dominic. Dominic is way too, over right now. He just has so much heat. There's no way they just beat him clean. I mean, there's no way. I could see him getting beat clean, but there's no way that happens tonight. Can you imagine the heat that he has coming out on Raw, talking about how he just beat Cody Rhodes?
How he
There's
should
no
be facing
way
Seth
that they
Rollins?
don't take advantage of that.
They have to. Good God, that'd be fucking awesome.
There's gonna be a ref bump. Brock's gonna jump in the ring. He's gonna go ahead and take Cody out. Dominic's gonna wake up after being punched out or something, and he's just gonna pin him, and that's gonna be the match. And we're gonna get some great TV with Dominic coming out and harassing the crowd on Monday. I'm looking forward to it.
That'd be awesome. I'm here for that 100%. I totally forgot, honestly, that Cody is still beefing with Brock Lesnar just because Brock hasn't been there for the past few weeks. But I could totally see that fucking happening now. I was going to pick Cody Rhodes. I'll still stick with my original pick of Cody Rhodes winning just because I figured they would want to prop him up as, getting ready to be a challenger for Seth Rollins. But I think they are going to do that rubber match, Brock versus Cody at SummerSlam. That's going to be one of the big marquee matches. And we need the rubber match because each guy has one win. So, and with Cody still selling the broken arm as well, that's something that Dominic could take advantage of. But yeah, I could totally see your scenario happening, and actually, I really hope that happens. So, this prediction, I believe you're going to get right here. And God bless that Monday Night Raw promo from Dom. It's already hard for you to hear him when he's cutting his promo because the crowd is so loud and booing him. It's going to be 10 times worse. It's going to be Roman Reigns after beating Undertaker levels of heat. I've
never seen somebody get booed like this, man. They have to put a title on Dom soon.
For real. What if Dom was the one to beat Gunther in the future? I mean, that'd be heel versus heel, but
yeah, it'd be a little weird. But
just hot shot to the world title.
Let somebody else beat him, and then just have Dom beat whoever beats him, or something. It's obviously not going to be a clean win. They obviously portray him as, the chicken shit heel, but who hides behind his girlfriend. But I love it, man, and the crowd loves to boo this guy. They don't even let him talk. You got to put a title on this man. You got to take advantage of this heat.
Got to. The chicken shit heel roll is so fun to play. I love it.
Oh, I can imagine. He's got the perfect. Like, honestly, like I know we're going a little too much into Dominic Mysterio right now, but can you imagine being this kid coming up? You tag with your dad. You don't really look like as a face like you're ever gonna be like a major player in the WWE or anything like that. But then you turn heel, and now you have this kind of heat on you. Like, I mean, you're one of the biggest people on the show.
It's a wrestler's dream, man. Any type of reaction, cheers or boos, just like noise. It yeah, I can only imagine that he's like fucking loving it, man. Triple H, one of his best decisions was turning Dom heel and pitting him with Judgment Day, and the way they did it too, with like having Rhea and Judgment Day beat him down, and then it's like, oh, like it was a perfect turn. I hope he never turns face again, but he will eventually, because that's what all good heels do. But it'll be different.
Hopefully they don't do it too soon.
Yeah, like what if they were trying to turn him instead of Damian Priest right now? But speaking of Damian Priest, let's get into the next match, which is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got Ricochet versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight versus Santos Escobar versus Butch versus Damian Priest versus Logan Paul. Who do you think's walking out of there? Well, rather, yeah, who's your prediction for walking out with the briefcase?
Do you want to know who I want to win, or do you want to know who I think is going to win?
Let's give the people both.
All right, so who I want to win is obviously my man LA Knight.
Yeah.
Who I think's going to win, I mean, how do you give it to anybody? How does WWE give it to anybody other than Santos Escobar?
Well, yes. I'm that meme of surprise right now.
I just honestly I feel
Santos.
bad for the guy, man. I feel like he came out on when everybody was coming out, you know, when on Monday when Logan was sitting in the ring, you know, he had announced that he was going to be in the match. Everybody comes out, they're getting a good reaction, and then Santos comes out and he got like nothing. It seemed like
It sucks, man.
so. I felt a little bad for him. He actually seems like a pretty good wrestler. He needs to work on his mic skills.
They need to turn him back heel, like him being the whole group, Legado del Fantasma down in NXT. They were like one of the main heel acts, man. I mean, you know, Santos is going for the NXT title against the face Braun Breaker. Like, I get why they turned him face because they want to do the LWO stuff, but like, you pretty much just have Rey Mysterio inside of Legado. Like, if, you know, you call it the LWO, you need to put a couple more Latinos in there. Like, you know, you got the whole faction of Legado, and they're making up most of LWO. But I'm not mad at them for bringing the LWO back. But they need to be heel, though, man. They need to be heel because Santos thrives in the heel role. The heel kind of like mafioso type Don character. That's kind of what he played. And he ended up turning face when they're beefing with Tony D'Angelo and good old Stax down at NXT. Little fun note for the viewers, Stax went to the same wrestling school as me, the JPWA in Knoxville. He was going by Jake Tucker. And it's really cool to see yet another one of Dr. Tom's students get signed to the WWE.
Yeah.
But yeah, so besides poor Santos, who do you think is gonna walk out with that briefcase?
I think the only I think the only three names that are likely are LA Knight, Logan Paul, or Damian Priest.
Agreed.
If I had to pick who I actually think to win, man, it's honestly tough. But I'm gonna go with, you know, I'm gonna go with LA Knight. I think he's gonna win. I'm gonna be disappointed if he doesn't, but I think that he's got it. If not, I could see it being Logan Paul. I think Damian Priest might be like that third man that still has a shot. I don't think anybody else in the match even has a shot.
I feel you on that, man. And my pick is going to be just because of the heat and thinking from a WWE business perspective, I think they're going to put the briefcase on Logan Paul. Logan gets a lot of good heat as well, and it would be amplified by him getting the briefcase and talking shit to the crowd whenever he's there. You know, he did sign a new multi-year deal, so he's going to be around for a minute. So I can see them strapping him with the briefcase and then having him cash in at one of the big pay-per-views sometime this year or next year.
I could see it. The only reason I can't see Logan Paul is just because of, that kind of. And I mean, unless he was going after Roman Reigns, which there's no way he's the guy who ends Roman's streak. So it's like he'd be going after the World Heavyweight Championship. And didn't they make this whole big deal about the World Heavyweight Championship and how it was going to be a fighting champion, blah, blah, blah. And this guy shows up like 4 times a year. I mean, it seems a little weird that he would be the next champion,
They did. But now that you mention that makes me feel like they're going to put the title on him, or not title, but the briefcase on him even more. Imagine this scenario right here. Okay, so we know that the bookends of the pay-per-view is going to be the ladder matches. They're going to start with let's say they start with the men's ladder match. Logan Paul wins. Then Seth Rollins and Finn Balor go the distance. They beat the shit out of each other. Somehow Seth Rollins wins, and then you hear Logan Paul's music fucking hit. And Logan Paul runs down there, flips Seth Rollins off because, hey, he got beat at WrestleMania by Seth Rollins, and then he takes the title from Seth Rollins. Maybe only holds it until SummerSlam, and Seth Rollins gets it back, or somebody else gets it off Logan. But
yeah,
that could be a storyline potential that they go down right there.
I could definitely see it. And I don't hate it. I mean, Logan Paul's done a damn good job. So, I mean,
he definitely has.
You can hate on him just for being who he is, but he's done a dang good job in WWE. So
that he has.
I won't hate on him too much.
But we'll find out very soon. It's only a few days away. And that brings us to our next ladder match, since we're saving the main event for the main event.
Yeah, see, I feel like I threw that out there. Like, I had a whole lot to say about it, and then that's why I tried to backtrack. But then now it's just going to be like, oh, yeah, we're saving this for the end. And then it's just going to be a big letdown when it's just like, yeah, I think this person's going to win. But anyways, all these matches are the same. I feel like, to me, that's the biggest match in my mind at the moment, even though I feel like it's an obvious winner, so... Either way, I've just really enjoyed the build. Well, let's get to the women's Money in the Bank match.
All right. We got Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And I like to issue an apology to Miss Stark, because yesterday I was calling her Starks, like she was Ricky Stark's sister from AEW. So my apologies, Zoe, for butchering your last name. But,
well, she's never coming on the show now. Even if your wrestling buddy, Insane Dane knows her, it's not happening now.
I'm sorry,
disrespected her like that.
I'll give you free clout in a grilled cheese sandwich.
Anyways, who do you think's gonna win this match, man?
Okay, so my prediction is going to be the same as who I want to see win in the video that we did yesterday, which will be linked above and in the description. Trish Stratus, because I feel like she is one of the best acts on Monday Night Raw. She's been great since she returned as both face and heel. And why not? Since the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is like a newer creation versus the men's. The men's have been doing their ladder match since I think like 2002 or 2003. And the women just now started getting their own ladder match in like 2017. So let's put a big name on it. A big legend name has never held the briefcase for the women before. So let's go ahead and give it to them right there. I could see Io Sky winning just to like cause the further fallout with Damage Control. But I kind of feel like they kind of put that breakup on the back burner since Dakota Kai got hurt. And they're saving it for when she comes back. So I'm sticking with Trish Stratus all the way. My birthday sibling, twin, baby girl, whatever you want to call her, because we got the same birthday.
I would like to see what you propose. I think Io Sky is probably going to win here. And then I heard a report that, obviously who knows if it's true or not, but that there's talk about the women's Money in the Bank winner actually losing the cash-in since they have like 100% success rate right now.
Oh, shit.
And if that's true, I think Io Sky's the perfect one, because I think that she'll cash in and then Bayley will do something like she's been doing that costs her the match. and then it'll just be the full turn right there. That'll turn, and it's just a way to do it. I think that you could make a much more interesting scenario with the Trish Stratus briefcase, holding the briefcase. But I think Io Sky's going to win it, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think she's going to lose the cash in because of Bayley, and that's when it's going to turn into like a full on face turn against Bayley. Or maybe Dakota comes back and they just jump Bayley and turn Bayley face, but I'd rather just see it the other way around.
Yeah, Io's great as face or heel, and so is Bayley as well. But face Io Sky, just her like move set, it's really easy to cheer for because she's exciting, and Bayley's just like really fucking great as the heel. So I like to see it. I would like to see that as well. That'd be cool.
For sure.
And now, the main event of this video. Seth freaking Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor. Who you got?
You know what I'm sick of, man?
What are you sick of?
I am so sick of hearing Seth freaking Rollins. It just annoys me. I've thought about it every time that they I swear this man will be like, they'll just be talking about his matches and they're like, oh my god, Seth freaking Rollins hit him with a DDT. Oh god, he got a 2 count on Seth freaking Rollins. It's just like, oh my god, can y'all just shut up?
I feel you, man. I'm pissed at Seth Rollins because I wanted to use freaking in my as like a little moniker, like Hollywood freaking Cohen for wrestling, and then Seth Rollins started using it a few years ago. I was like, fucking hell, man.
I mean, it's all cool if you're just like that, like, hey, I'm Seth freaking Rollins, but then you're just Seth Rollins after that. But it's like every single time they refer to this man, they always have to throw that freaking in there, and it just
hey, they gotta fucking move that merch, man.
I guess so, man.
Buzzwords, man.
It without saying it 100 times a show. But...
Probably got Vince McMahon in the headset, like, you say freaking again. Say freaking again.
Right.
Do it now.
Anyways, who do I think's gonna win this match, man? Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be Seth Rollins. Just regular Seth Rollins.
Just regular old Seth.
But I obviously hope that it's going to be Finn Balor. I think it depends on if this match comes on before or after the Money in the Bank briefcase, match.
Mm-hmm.
The men's, that is. If that comes on before and Damian Priest ends up winning the briefcase, then I think that Finn Balor has a shot to win it. I could see them giving it to Damian Priest without giving the title to Finn because, they could still do Finn, like what we talked about in our other video. But Finn just being jealous, about it, and eventually they beat him up and kind of kick out Damian Priest. But I think it would be a way better storyline if you had Finn holding the title while Damian had the briefcase. So he has to just sit there and be paranoid, thinking that there's a chance he might get cashed in on. I think it makes way better TV than anything you can do with Seth Rollins right now. But, that's just my opinion. Who you got?
It does make way more sense. I mean, like, after Finn, I can't really think, unless, they remove Damian into the spot. Like, the list of challengers for Finn to go against is a lot longer than the list of challengers that Seth has to go against right now. And it would just be entertaining TV, like you said, like, having a faction where one person has the world title and another person has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Never been done before. WWE's all about selling some records right now, doing some first, never been done before stuff. So I would love to see that, man. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go with Seth Rollins as well as my prediction, just because I feel like nobody in the WWE creative department, except for maybe Triple H, and he's getting shut down by Vince, even has that inkling of the idea of what we just said. So I feel like they're gonna be like, oh,
yeah.
Seth is money. We want to have or right now they're saying, they're probably saying we want to have a long reign for the first World Heavyweight Champion, and then he'll end up dropping in like 2 months. But
True.
So I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins as well. much to my angst, because I really want to see Finn Balor win it, man. I've been wanting to see Finn Balor get back to that main event spot. It's so unfortunate that he had the shoulder injury when he became Universal Champion, had to relinquish the title, and he never got his fair shake until he went back down to NXT as being portrayed as like the top guy or one of the top guys, and like he obviously can do it, man. He's been looking like a badass this entire
Man,
program.
this is the best he's looked in so long. This, like, what they've pulled out of him for this feud it's just been great, man. I loved the video package they did on Raw.
Yeah, I see a lot of people online be like, "Oh yeah, we don't care about Finn, yada yada." And it's like, damn, dude, like people disrespecting the Prince, man. Like they must not know who this man is.
It's crazy, man. Like he's looked awesome here during this feud, and just like the Judgment Day in general. He hasn't had the best booking as far as like winning matches, but man, now that he started this feud with Seth Rollins, he has been looking like a star for sure. Definitely way stronger than he's looked in a long time.
For real, looking like a real threat. So hopefully we get what we want to see, but this is a predictions show, not a wishes and dreams show. So and hey, actually we're done with the card there. Yeah, okay. So we have ran through all the matches, and I guess we have gone in depth pretty good on each one as well. So I guess we can wrap it up right here. Anything else you would like to add?
Nothing I can think of, man. I think that was a solid video. Probably too long, but
Hey,
our thousands of viewers are gonna thank us for putting out this good content. So
the real ones are gonna stay and listen to the whole damn thing, and that's why I just want to let you guys know. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And also hit the subscribe button if you're DTF, baby. Join the DTF Nation, Dubs Team Fantasy Sports Media. We talk about wrestling. We talk about fantasy sports. We talk about sports in general. We talk about daily fantasy sports with the betting. So, like, we got you all covered here. So make sure you subscribe so you can know when that new content drops. And until next time, y'all be easy.
Peace.